Bartender reacts to Snooki's drunkest moments from Jersey Shore. Let's go! So as most of you know, I'm born and raised from New Jersey. I recently just moved back after 10 years in Los Angeles. So I decided I gotta reconnect with my roots. And I loved Jersey Shore. Like, this shit raised me. I mean, just look at me. I got the remnants of a terrible spray tan. And everybody from Jersey who watched Jersey Shore and complained that we are nothing like that. Y'all liars. We all do. We all act like that. And y'all just mad that these people made millions off of it. And all y'all got for acting that way was a shitty piece of pizza on the boardwalk and some bad dick from a guy who won't call you back. No judgment though, because like, relatable. I used to literally be one of the 100 people standing on the boardwalk watching them film. It was a crazy time in New Jersey. And now after being on several MTV shows myself, including All-Star Shore, like I'm part of the Shore family now. Don't sleep on me. I've met some of the producers that actually made Jersey Shore, like back in the heyday. And they would tell me stories what it was like to film it. You could never recreate that show. Not just because of like cast magic, I mean legally. Go ahead and bring people back to the cast house to have sex with them and then set off a grenade whistle to body shame them. Go ahead and try that nowadays. Gen Z will eat you alive! And I would say the most iconic cast member of the show is the one and only Snooki. This little meatball would get drunk off her ass and remind me of a lot of my friends. I'm sure it's the same for many of us from New Jersey. So I thought it would be fun to react to her drunkest moments on the show from like an alcohol reality TV expert perspective. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for future ones. I put them out weekly. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm already fist pumping.
How many guys don't fall in love with Jersey Shore?
That's a good line, right?
55.
There's 50. I have a question.
Ask what?
You want a funnel beer?
10:30. You were just sick a second ago.
Do you want to do anything fun?
Yeah, let's make a sale. I love that. It totally psychs me up.
Okay, let me explain this. A lot of people don't understand what it's like to be on a reality show that also includes having a job. Their job is to be on the reality show. They're not even getting paid to work at the store. Because since the reality show is your job, it's more important to be entertaining and funny so you can get away with more things at your, again, quote unquote job. How do I know this? Because when I had a job on my first reality show, we weren't getting paid from the job. We were getting paid from MTV. We were getting a paycheck weekly based on being on the show. It had nothing to do with working. However, unlike these people, if we got fired from our job, we also got fired from the show. But I know this is a common misconception because I've even experienced this. People who watch the show will write in and be like, they are so bad at their job. I'd be so much better at that job. Hire me. The actual job is not our job. The show's the job. If we're just doing a good job at work, that doesn't make an interesting show. No one who actually cared about their job would do this kind of stuff, which is why they get away with acting like this.
Snooki's drinking it's pretty out of control. From 11 in the morning till the wee hours of the night and never stopping. That means you're drunk all day and all night long.
Girl, that's Sunday brunch. Ladies, am I right? That's a Sunday in West Hollywood, mama.
Nicole!
Oh, God, what? Every time I try and steal a beer, Danny catches me.
Nicole, where are you going now?
Ah, I'm going pee!
No, you're not. You're cuddling a beer.
If I want to have a beer, I'm allowed to have a beer.
That's it. You're staying all night.
This isn't like law school. This is a t-shirt shop.
And this is exactly what I mean. Like any job would fire them, but they can't fire one of the stars on the show. And people can fight me in the comments and say, but Mike, if they were actually fired from the Shore Store, they were kicked off the show. The show would have never allowed them to fire Snooki, okay? Just like on my show when they wouldn't fire the kid Brent, because he was the main villain. If they got rid of him, they would have no antagonist. Just like they couldn't get rid of me and Reese on X on the Beach, even though production wanted to, since we were the main storyline. There's power in being good at reality TV, and once you know you have that power, you're kind of like untouchable. That's one of the perks at being good at the job. When you get on a reality show, if you're not good at the reality show, they'll find a way to get rid of you. Like the girl I was with on Lohan Beach Club, her name was Jules. They fired her for being boring. Who actually gets fired from their job for being boring? She got fired from the show for being boring. Now, some of you might be shady as hell and pointing out the fact that I got fired. Yes, I did, but I was the finale drama. And that's how you know you're good at reality TV, because even when they get rid of you, you're still the main focal point. The episode was named after me. The only episode not named after Lindsay Lohan was named after me, bitch. Okay? You're gonna get rid of me, but you're never gonna forget me. I'm the only one that came back. I'm the only one that came back. You ain't ever gonna get rid of me, bitch. I'm still in the motherfucking house. I'm still in the motherfucking house. And why is that? Because I do things like put bread in my ass, curse out my best friend. I'm willing to go there. Does that mean I'm good at relationships? No. Does that mean I'm good at my job? No. But you know what I am good at? TV. Sorry. Sorry. Clink, clink. Guilty as charged, bitch.
I told Danny that I was going to go get coffee, but I really went to the bar to take shots. To smushing tonight. To smushing. Yay. Oh, I need to pick up pickles.
This speaks to her power. I just gotta say this. Part of being on reality TV means you can never leave the area you're filming in, because if the cameras aren't on you, you're not allowed to do it. We couldn't go to the gym, we couldn't get haircuts unless we got it cleared to be filmed. So the fact that this girl goes off on her own and they left the rest of the cast to follow specifically her speaks to her power and pull on the show.
Thanks.
What took so long?
Oh, I'm getting pickles.
You left for a couple minutes to get a coffee. There's no coffee here. Come on.
Stop.
They're coming
Oh my
right
God,
now.
you're being psycho.
I'm so jealous of this. I'm so jealous that they have this power. Can you imagine me doing this to Lindsay Lohan? Like, this is the kind of reality show I was trained on, and this is how you are able to make a good show. Because when you put limitations on the cast, it's like impossible to be entertaining. Because this is what we all want to see. We want the funny, we want the drama, we want people to act crazy and wild, not be good employees. I'm sorry, but it's true. Because imagine if they fired Snooki. Imagine if they fired Snooki from Jersey Shore and she was never a part of it anymore. The show would have never been the same.
Old people, they lose their sex life, and that's not a fun time. That's why people always get divorced. You lick this, take the shot, and then take it out of her mouth. Oh, hell yeah! You two are totally banging tonight.
Look, she's selling drinks. She'd be an amazing bartender. She's upselling. She's getting the crowd involved. I like this. I like her technique.
After taking shots with the old couple, everything kind of just went blank. Oh, my vagina's out. This girl is freaking drunk.
And this is when it's production's fault. When you're that drunk in public and production doesn't like get you out of there, you're being set up. This could be a legal problem now. Like, if you're on a show like this and production lets you do that in public, you could sue them.
Where is she? Nicole! I just want to go on the beach. Where's the beach?
The iconic, where's the beach? We've all seen it, we've all heard about it. Here's what she really means. She's not actually looking for the beach, because the beach is right there. In New Jersey, you have to find specific ramps that go to the beach. Different wristbands or tickets allow for different areas of entrance, so it's not as easy as you actually might think. So I think what she was meaning to say is, where's the entrance to the beach? Like, or how do I get onto the beach? Not where the actual beach was. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, because that's the only thing I could think of that makes sense.
We're getting our bathing suits. We're getting our Come on, Nicole, really?
I just want to have fun.
Snooki is on the beach, rolling around. She's falling all over the place.
Do you see that huge crowd? I was in that. People used to legit follow them around like they were like exotic unicorns. They would be walking up and down the boardwalk and there would be a crowd of like 100+ people just like following behind them. And the reason I point this out is because, as we all probably know, she gets arrested for this, which I'm sure we're gonna see in like a second. And that's like a fallout of being on the show and getting all that attention. Because if you think she's the only one wasted on the beach during the summer in New Jersey, you're crazy. She, however, being on the show and garnering all that attention is why the cops came. It was almost like making an unfair example out of her. And the only reason I say that is because this behavior is not like uncommon in the area.
Oh, this is a bad situation.
At this point, I'm really worried that Nicole's gonna get arrested or get in trouble for acting a fool on the beach. I don't want to be the bitch, but you have to go.
This one is, she's such a fucking real one. I fucking love Jenny. JWoww, one of the best characters on the show. This is the friend we all got that has our back when we're too drunk, that always takes care of us, no matter how drunk they are. Even though she's not drunk in this clip, she's still coming through for her friend. Jenny is like the perfect example of a ride or die. The only time I ever met her in person was when she hosted the mid-season after show for Lohan Beach Club. And I remember talking to her during commercial break. She leaned in and she asked me, what was going on? Why did you guys get like so subdued a few episodes into the show? And I told her that if we were actually fired for doing anything crazy, we would get kicked off the show. And she looked at me and says, mention that. Make sure you mention that. And I said, you got it, girl. And that's why I never shut up about it. That was advice from the queen icon, the legend herself.
Get the off. Get off.
Wait, where's she going?
She's jumping disorderly. She's causing a scene. You see that? Can you place him under arrest? Go back to police headquarters.
Okay, so I know I just said the only reason she got arrested was because of all the attention on her. The actual reason she got arrested was because she was mouthing off to the cops. Like, if she was just nice and didn't say anything, she probably would have been fine. But she's probably thinking she's untouchable because she's untouchable everywhere else in her life at this moment. You gotta understand, she's untouchable at work, she's untouchable on the show, so it's probably gone to her head, especially because of how drunk she is. So by mouthing off to the cops, they were definitely still setting an example of her, like I mentioned, just for a different reason. That's my takeaway. That's what I got from this looking back on it now.
Not okay, I'm mad. You guys are not fun.
But say what you want. Say what you want. These moments are the reason why the show was so iconic. Getting drunk, being a nuisance, getting arrested. That's why the show was such a hit, because it was insane. You can never do this nowadays. Even seeing them this drunk is crazy to me. We have a drink limit. On some of the shows I've been on, you're literally restricted to a 1 drink minimum. And it's a watered down glass of whatever with like 3 ice cubes. And it's because people used to get so drunk on reality TV shows, it became a legal issue. It's not allowed anymore, which is one of the reasons why they can never do this nowadays. I'm so jealous that they were able to just walk around and find places to go in. Every show I've ever been on, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you have to get clearance from the place in order to film there. It's like a much bigger process that has to be taken care of before time. Like, you can't just walk around and run into a place, especially if it's a place of business, because for that business to be shown on a TV show, they have to sign a bunch of paperwork. That's just from my experience though. Like, this was a different time and this is also a different show. In order to do this, they probably had producers running around with release forms to get it done much quicker, because unless you have those on hand, you wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know what laws these are, by the way. These are just things that I was told by production why we could or couldn't do things during filming. They also could have been completely lying to me. So there is that.
You guys gotta go home and shower. You're going to dinner at 9:30.
What time is it? Oh, it's early.
This just proves my point, how they were literally left to their own devices to make whatever show they wanted. Saying that there's a dinner at 9:30, they would never let us go out and get this drunk or do anything and get that drunk before that dinner, because that dinner was like pre-planned. If we don't make the dinner, then there's no scene. And production has like everything formulated or like set up in a specific timeline before it's done. And they have to make sure like everyone's able to make it to those things. Every event, every sit down dinner, it's all pre-planned, which is why they monitor our drinks and stuff now, so that we aren't too drunk or able to do anything like this and then potentially missed these pre-planned things.
Oh my God, Snooki just ran into the bush face first.
But see, this is why they don't really care about each specific event and they let them do whatever they want, because they know they're always gonna get plenty of footage to create a show. Not everybody on reality TV can do this, especially if you're on a show where it's people's first time, like production doesn't know if they could trust them yet. The only show I didn't have to deal with them monitoring our drinking was All-Star Shore, because everybody who was on that show has proven themselves to be reliable on reality TV already, which is the only reason I could think of why they weren't more strict on them in situations like this.
They're drinking too much.
200? 300?
Hello. I'm over it, all right?
You all right?
They still made it to dinner? This is what I mean by they trust them for being reliable and know that they're gonna come through. The fact that they made it to dinner, that's crazy. I commend the hell out of them for that. I remember getting so frustrated with people on my first show when they wouldn't be able to rally and like go to the club. There were so many nights where we just didn't do anything and they would cancel it because people were tired or people didn't feel good. And I would get pissed because I'm like, this is the job. Did y'all not do the homework? Did y'all not grow up watching shit like this? Why would you sign up for a reality show if you can't rally? If you're not willing or able to do the job, don't try. This is why Instagram and followers and shit ruined reality TV.
Isn't this our house?
The switches don't work. Here we go. Power's out. No, nothing. It's dark.
Ow! Oh!
It turned that whole house into chaos.
This has happened to us before. This happened on X on the Beach. The whole house lost power. And we were able to see like the stars in, where were we? The Canary Islands, which is basically an island or a rock off the coast of Morocco. And we were finally able to see the sky because it was insanely pitch black and it was actually like a beautiful moment. But see, that's the difference. We were all sober as hell. So when there's a blackout, what do? Enjoy the sky and the stars. These people are wasted and it becomes a mess.
Nicole! I want to pee.
No, don't go in the... Wait,
No, let her.
Why? Yo, you can't do that.
Just let it happen. Yeah, it's fine. Pee, baby. You pee.
They would never air this today. They would never air, they wouldn't have stopped filming once the blackout happened. At least that's what they did in my experience. But with these people, they're so good at the job, the camera crew knew to keep it rolling. Because most people during a blackout on a film set, like take a chill pill, we take a second. Snooki, however, is going into the pool with all her clothes on to take a piss. Yeah, what?
Oh my God. That pool's not heated.
I'm pissing. Do it, baby.
What the? Yeah. Some things just don't change.
But see, that shit's real. That's what I'm talking about. She's not trying to like be perceived any type of way. She's just being her. She's willing to be crazy. She's willing to be a mess, which makes her such an amazing reality star. Opposed to other people who go on shows worried about the way they look and want to be perceived a certain way. That's called posing. It's really annoying. You gotta be willing to look like a mess. And I'll commend her on that. She's willing to look like a mess.
Oh, I'm like living. This is amazing. If you looked at me, would you be like, oh, she has 3 kids?
Okay, they're older at this point. I will admit I haven't seen like the newer Jersey Shore episodes. Jersey Shore Vacation, haven't tuned into that yet, but this is a great example of what I was just saying, how they're not trying to be anyone other than themselves because this is years later. They're adults with kids and they're still the same. Maybe not as wild, but the beast is still there.
How hot is JWoww at 55?
You can't get better than this.
We're just trying to have fun.
But do you see the difference of them filming in current day instead of in the past? Like they're not at a busy, packed place. They're at an exclusive area where no one else is allowed to be. It's just them filming. It's the same people, but it's a different show. They couldn't do what they used to do in the past anymore.
She treats you terribly. Oh, God.
And she will not let you go.
I don't treat my husband terribly. You don't know. Sorry, but you treat him like dog.
There's definitely dramas brewing right now between Angelina and Snooki.
I give her credit for doing that because Angelina scares me. I filmed this show with Angelina. That girl scares me. And I love her to death. I actually really do. She's an example of probably what I expect from everybody else on the cast. Like what you see on the show is not fake. It is 100% actually who they are, whether that's a good or bad thing. But Angelina will get your ass. And if Angelina will get your ass, I know Snooki will get your ass even more. This is not an easy group. I'm telling you, this group will eat you up. They're good at this job for a reason.
Come on.
Okay. What is that?
I know. It's better than your wife at being an asshole to you.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go again.
She's stirring it up. She's doing her job, believe it or not. She's trying to cause a moment, however that may be. Even I like to do this trick, even when it doesn't have to do with me, which is something that producers like. I like to like stir trouble in other people to create a problem. I love to pot stir. And if I have a vendetta against that person, even better. If there's not a problem, if there's not a TV moment, make one. That's part of the job.
We were good the other day. I don't understand this. I mean,
Yeah, just let it go.
how much more can I take?
She's not giving her what she wants. She's trying to do her job and make a fucking moment. And Angelina, knowing that, is trying to get at her by not giving her that moment. But Snooki's not letting it go.
Angelina.
Nicole. She's on another level, dude.
Angelina would never normally let that go. Let me tell you this right now. I've seen Angelina freak out, personally, in front of me, over much less. But that's another tactic. Not giving people the scene that they're trying to make in a reality show is like the bitchiest thing you could do back to somebody when you're filming, because if you don't give them anything, if you don't make it a moment, it won't air. So they won't be able to do their job that they're trying to do. If you really don't like somebody on a reality show, you give them nothing. If I fight back with you, that means I'm still actually like willing to work with you. If I give you nothing, you're done. I've gotten to that point with a few people on TV shows that will remain unnamed because again, I'm not giving them anything.
The show must go on.
Thanks. Yeah.
This has been one of the wildest nights on record. To be honest, I'm a bit afraid of what's gonna happen next.
It's not even normal.
This is one of the wildest nights. The show's definitely changed. Like when they're older and in the modern times of filming a reality show, it's not that it's a bad show, it's that it's very prevalent that it's not what it used to be, and that's not their fault. That's just a product of the times. Like even they can't recreate what it used to be because this is just her running around drunk on her own while everybody else is like normal sitting at the table watching it. It's not the same. Still better than anything I've ever done though, so who am I to talk shit?
She's a mess. Nicole is staring and talking to an LED screen. She's just attracted to shiny things. She's like a moth right now.
I will give her credit though, she's like the only one doing her job right now, like filming a show. Like everybody else is just sitting there chilling, like not doing anything. It's not as much fun just watching one person be wasted causing a scene while everybody just like watches as an audience. Does that make sense? I haven't seen these episodes and I'm not really being compelled to like check it out. It's honestly hard for me to even find things to like talk about watching this, to be honest, which is saying something for me. Like if I don't have anything to talk about, I can usually never shut up. But if she wasn't drunk doing all this, what would they have shown in the episode? Like they would have nothing.
Best night of my life. Thank you, boo. You made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, tonight sucked.
Even she knows. Okay, even she, at least they're self-aware. But they're all like older adults. Like, what do we really expect? Does anybody watch this show now? Like, is it anything like it used to be? Is it worth checking out? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, you got drunk, but I didn't know where it was coming from.
Trying to be a dick.
I get it, but I was like so taken back because I'm like, oh my God, like I thought we just.
Aren't these the same two that like beat the shit out of each other? Where's that scene? Why isn't that scene in this? This is supposed to be Snooki's drunkest moments. Where's the scene of these two literally brawling on the floor?
I know she's mad at me and I feel like, but I'm a very kind and nice person. Dren is not me. I hate this.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I think I've said everything that needs to be said post iconic old Jersey Shore. What do you guys think? Did any of you ever watch Jersey Shore growing up? Did I explain anything or make things clear that you might not have understood prior? Who is your favorite character on Jersey Shore? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for future ones. I put them out weekly. And if that's not all, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm MikeMGTV, and you are fucking welcome. Goodbye.